Bricklings, welcome to LoBricks Live, and I just knocked a minifigure off the wall. And Assistant hates when I do that. It's Centaur Lady.
How dare you?
So, we are going to do another mock building. We're trying something a little different here. We got two cameras. We're trying to do better quality videos for you guys. So, welcome to LoBricks Live. I'm going to switch it over to the board, and Assistant will tell you what we're working on. So, welcome. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you tell all your friends, your relatives, your second cousins, anybody, people you haven't reached out to in a long time. Tell them to watch LoBricks. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the board.
All right, guys, we're back with another live stream. Gotta love them. Today we're going to be in the same area. We're going to be doing a lesser mountain than what we did last week. We're actually going to be constructing a little bit of a dune. Not a little bit, but we're going to be working on this area, making it a little more raised up around here. And for that, we actually need to take out our sand people we've got, or sand troopers we've got on these dewbacks.
So, Assistant, did you want to quickly show our overhead cam?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yeah, and so we got two camera angles now.
So before I do take these out, I will go again back over of what we are doing. Got to be careful not to show anything too crazy here. So yeah, like I was saying, we did this last week, and so we're gonna be continuing the Dune C, because that's kind of more heavy dunes over there, as you can see. These are kind of more light dunes where a C-3PO crashed, and I want to just make a little bit of a lesser dune to make a divider in between Mos Eisley. I also do kind of want to make a path for that door to connect up to make it look like someone's been walking there, maybe off to the side underneath the... We'll try our best, but anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today.
And so, Assistant, this is a really cool new camera angle, because we've been getting some feedback that you guys haven't really seen the whole mock in a while. So we love this bird's eye view, so you can kind of see almost the whole thing. We're hiding parts of it.
Yes.
But, so here's kind of a...
Particularly over here. Oh, what's over there?
Yeah, what is that over there?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Maybe if you watch this week's mock episode, you'd be able to find that out.
Yes.
That answer would be your question would be answered.
Yes, watch this Wednesday.
So yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna want to take these dewbacks out and continue on with the building. So that's gonna be a great time.
And welcome some folks here. We got Mason, Pioneer, Carter, and Gavin. Welcome, guys, and Christian. And looks like they're liking the overhead the overhead camera angle. And can you guys all hear us out there in TV land okay?
I hope so.
Yep.
I would hope that they could hear us. It'd be quite bad if they couldn't. All right, so we're just moving the sand troopers out, which each one of those sand troopers is $9. That's ridiculous.
I don't know if we paid $9 for them, though. I think we got them with various sets of things, but yeah.
If you want to get them...
sand troopers on the entire mock, and that is not cheap.
Yeah, if you want to get them secondhand, $9.
Christian and Gavin, they can hear us okay, Assistant.
Nice. Good to know. I'm looking for, and I know we have various bins with various types of pieces, and I'm looking for 4x4s. And problem is, I don't think we have a lot of them. They're just kind of scrummaged around. I know there is probably a billion 4x4 templates on this entire thing. At least a billion.
So how's everybody doing out there? We got some really cool. Comments this week. Gavin saw your comment earlier this week about the poly bags and watching our minifigure reviews. So we're happy you guys are watching those too. We weren't sure. We kind of wanted to do more than just mocks, and Assistant loves his minifigures, don't you?
Oh, I do. Knocked over my Centaur Lady in the intro. That was actually Series 21. That's the newest series that's out. If you guys want to check that out, we have a review and a unboxing on our channel. Minifigure-wise, I honestly think that the Series 21 was a little bit of a downgrade. I'm not going to lie, but who can complain? We're still getting them, so that's all we can really ask for.
So Mason got the new 2021 TIE Fighter set yesterday. Have you built it yet, Mason? How do you like it so far? We don't have that one yet.
We do not.
And Pioneer, are you building your own MOC? 200 to 300 4x4s. That is a lot of 4x4s in tan.
That is an excessive amount of 4x4s.
But I think Pioneer, if those are those actual Lego 4x4s, because we kind of cheated. Our tan plates are fakes. We bought them on Amazon.
Not the 4x4s, the base plates.
The base plates, not the 4x4s.
The 4x4s are, as you can see in this camera, official Legos. They have the Lego stamp.
Oh, that's true. All of our pieces, our 4x4s are official Legos.
We probably have a good 500 of them on this MOC. I'm gonna be
Gavin,
honest.
are you going to have to declare bankruptcy now from those poly bags?
Take a second mortgage out on your house?
Yeah. Oof.
Jeez.
Nico, welcome.
It's been rough. Been a rough day for Gavin.
So Gavin, we saw that chrome Darth Vader poly bag. That is insane.
Yeah,
that is extremely expensive.
We maybe one of these days we'll get it, but at the same time, not for a while. We're gonna have to hold off on that one. It's definitely a little expensive for us, especially people. We typically only do mock videos, so we're not into the collectors. Although, if you are into those type of channels, you should really check out, and I'm giving someone a shout out for free even though they don't need it, is the Brick Vault. They have videos pretty much showing any minifigure of all time, so if you want to check that out.
Speaking of shout outs, I promised Lego Wars that we would give him a shout out in one of our videos. So Lego Wars, you guys can see he's actually building his own little Mos Eisley MOC, his own Tatooine MOC. So really want to support everybody that's doing MOCs. And Mason got 2 TIE Fighters, so I'm expecting Mason to see some sort of TIE Fighter X-Wing battle MOC from you. So let us know when we can expect that.
So Mason's double TIE Fightered up on a Sunday afternoon. Dang, Mason.
And Nico is saying that using the fake base plates is not cheating, and I appreciate that, Nico.
We couldn't find the real ones.
I know, we could not.
They weren't on Bricklink.
But I think this is time to address the reason why I was worried about buying fake base plates. Brickworld in Chicago has been officially canceled, and we haven't talked about that yet. I think I posted it on my story on Instagram, so I'm bummed about that. But on the light side is we found another place to put our second MOC, which we're not going to start until we get this one done, but because we were kind of racing to get this done by June. But Assistant and I were talking, and Assistant, I'll let you talk here in a minute. We still got a lot of work to do on Tatooine. We want to make this thing really freaking cool.
Yeah, and I think we've come to a decision on what the second, if we were to do a second MOC, what that's going to be. It would be Hoth. And
yes, which means we got to get some. Now, Assistant would like to get the new UCS AT-ATs that are coming up later this year.
3 of them.
And a UCS Millennium Falcon, but like Gavin with his poly bags, I would have to sell one of my kidneys or sell Assistant actually.
Oh yeah, sell me off labor-wise.
Yep. All right, we'll hit up the chat here a little bit. So you don't have the chrome poly bag yet, Gavin? That's good. You might have to call some sort of hotline, some sort of Lego hotline where they like Gamblers Anonymous, because that thing is very expensive. Oh, you got white Boba Fett. Gavin, we just saw in our local Bricks and Minifig store, they had a white Boba Fett, and I can't remember what they were charging for him, but it wasn't cheap.
No, it was over $100.
And Christian wants to know what our favorite Lego Star Wars ship is. And so, Christian, I think we've said this before, but man, I love that Razor Crest. And I can't tell you how upset I was when they blew it up in Mandalorian.
I really like the Slave 1.
Yeah, the Slave 1 is cool.
20-year anniversary Slave 1 is cool, but also the UCS Slave 1 is really cool too.
Yeah, we just saw the UCS Slave 1. They had it on display at Bricks and Minifigs. I think you wanted $300 for it. It was really cool, but I like our Slave 1, the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, it's definitely, at least in my opinion, the best play scale, if you will, play scale Slave 1 that has come out from the Lego group. So yeah, that's that.
Yep, and Nico, I know, yeah, we want to do Hoth. I think we're going to do. We're just worried about all that white, how that would look on camera.
Oh, it'd be
get
difficult.
A little crazy.
But if we were to do Hoth, we were talking about base plates. We would use real base plates. So.
And Mason is saying he'd love to have the UCS Star Destroyer. And obviously I'd love to have the UCS Millennium Falcon, but that's more of a coffee table than something you put on your mock.
Yeah, it's quite large.
Yep.
We'd have to find a big table for that.
Carter has Darth Revan. Now, okay, I'm gonna play really stupid here, Carter. Is Darth Revan a ship or is it a polybag minifigure? I get a little confused.
That sounds like a minifigure.
It does sound like a minifigure. Yeah, Christian, we were so upset when they blew up the Slave One. The Slave One. Oh no, wait, that's not a spoiler. They blew up the Razor Crest. Slave One is still alive and Mandalorian's flying around in it.
They did that. That's a crime against humanity.
So Mason, the Darth Vader you have, is that the Chrome Darth Vader?
Ooh, fancy. You know, I know how to get a Chrome Darth Vader for very cheap.
Spray paint one or?
Yes, you buy the new shuttle set that comes with Darth Vader and get yourself some chrome spray paint. Boom. Except they think the Chrome Darth Vader is an older Darth Vader. It's not the one that just came out in the set. And we will have a review on that eventually. I'm not sure when. We will though. Never fear, it's coming.
Yep. So I don't know what they're going to do about Brick World in the future, but I guess we're going to have to wait a whole year to go to Chicago. So me and Assistant are going to have to hide this Tatooine MOC away somewhere for a year. Or we're just going to have to keep building it for a year.
Which I am well okay with doing. Right now, I am just an update on the MOC. Right now, I'm just adding in, like I said, it's not going to be crazy dune. I'm just going to make it I'm going to make it 1 high right here. It's going to move into 2 high. And then just go back down to 1, and then we're going to continue building this way. So that's what I'm up to. That's what you're seeing, if you care about the MOC.
Well, here's a question for the chat room regarding the MOC.
Oh,
are you guys getting tired of Tatooine? Do you guys like how we keep improving upon it? Is it getting stale? Because honestly, we could work on this thing for another 2 years and keep making it better. And clearly we have
be in our 50s.
1 or 2. Yeah, we'd be. Well, I'm already in my 50s.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and clearly you have one more section that isn't done, and the Jabba's Palace section.
Which will be done soon.
Which will be done soon, and you can check out part 1 of it this Wednesday. But, yeah, because we were like, oh, is it getting tiresome? Would you guys keep watching? Should we move to Hoth? But we've got a lot more work to do on this thing.
I'm struggling to find our 2x4s, and I don't know where they are.
So Christian saying, please keep building on it. Thank you, Christian. And Gavin brings up a really good point here. Imagine 2021 when Boba Fett and Mando comes out. Boba Fett's on Tatooine, so there's a lot more to pull from. So I like that, Gavin. I like that. Lego Wars, welcome. Hey, Lego Wars, I gave you a shout out early in the live stream here. Make sure you guys go check out his Mos Eisley MOC. I love new starter MOC guys. That's where we were. We only got to start somewhere, right? So check out Lego Wars and welcome, buddy. Yep, Old Mando Season 3. And Carter's not tired of it, and Nico's not tired of it. All right, chat room is unanimous.
I just flung something across the room.
But you guys tell us. You guys are our core viewers here, so if it starts to get boring or old, or if you want to see different stuff, let us know.
This is what I was telling Leaky the other day. Every YouTuber, every Lego YouTuber for that matter, not every YouTuber, there's definitely some non-Lego YouTubers out there. Every Lego YouTuber that builds MOCs kind of has their things. Like Jane Bricks is his city, Brick Vault has their city, Brixie, another city. You know, they build a lot of cities. Yeah, but anyway, so it's not going to get boring because if they want to see something else, they can just click onto a different video. But at the same time,
our original fan has just joined the chat room. You guys give a big shout out to Quick Brick. Way back last July, our very first commenter and viewer was Quick Brick.
And remember Bot Scrub.
Bot Scrub and Quick Brick.
I will never forget about
Quick
Bot
Brick.
Scrub.
It's been a long time, man. Thanks for joining us today. And ATST on Hoth, absolutely, Christian. Got to have an ATST. And I think if you go back and watch Empire Strikes Back, there was only one ATST. It was like the first time they showed them. It was like running in the corner.
Yeah, it was hopping about.
Yep.
And I just destroyed that. Would you guys like to see what I just did?
What did you do? Is it time to go back to overhead cam?
Yes, we're going back to overhead cam. So, I just knocked the tail fin completely off the Dowager Queen.
The Dowager Queen.
So you're going to watch, in real time, us trying to fix this thing.
I don't know about that. We'll give it 2 minutes. The Dowager Queen, guys, for those of you in the chat room.
I did it.
Oh, you did it. If you look at that thing the wrong way, it falls apart.
Yeah, it's like a brick vault set.
I know gluing things together isn't really seen as good, but I might pour glue all over that Dowager Queen. We've knocked that thing
just in case.
If it falls apart, it takes hours to rebuild it.
It's a pain. It's definitely a pain.
All right, I'll go back to main camera view.
So anyway, yeah, I knocked that off, but we're getting to the part where we're going to add a second layer on here. So hopefully that goes smoothly and doesn't look horrible.
I really like the new overhead cam. Gives you guys a look at the whole mock.
Yes, it gives
And I know I've already said that earlier, but
whatever.
Whatever.
Who cares?
Yep.
Not me, that's for sure. I don't care. Honestly, we really have been trying over here at, I guess, LoBricks production facility, LoBricks headquarters. We've really been trying to.
LoBricks Studios.
Yeah, LoBricks Studios. Really been trying to increase our video quality, so it's a lot less horrible to watch. And I know that if you watch the latest Friday video, that probably doesn't look like the case. But I promise, audio will be better.
Yeah, we had a little trouble lately, guys, with our audio. We only were recording on the right side, so we got this cool new microphone that was highly recommended, and it was a piece of junk.
Yeah, it sucks. But anyway, it's fixed now.
Yep.
Well, what you're hearing right now is the new microphone we have. How is it?
Oh, Gavin just saw. He saw. You did not miss an episode where we finished the cave. You're seeing future stuff. That's the one problem with the overhead cam. You're seeing future stuff. See, you guys attend the live stream.
Wait a second.
And you get to see future stuff. We only did one cave build so far.
He saw the cave.
But you saw future
well,
stuff, Gavin.
if you go back and look, you can get a sneak peek, and then maybe they give you a little look. If you look from the grainy camera we have up there, maybe you can take a peek at what next episode has installed.
Yep. So welcome, Radu Slave Fett.
Yeah, we're constructing Tatooine right now. If you're new, if you're just joining.
And Carter, to get back to Hoth for a second, I always forget about the other media, right? I'm always looking at the movies and the TV shows and that. But you're right, the Star Wars games, and you're saying like the Star Wars, there's a Hoth level and there's tons of ATSTs, but we actually did the Dowager Queen based on Battlefront. I think Battlefront 2. We kind of pieced it together from what they showed us in the special edition. So you're right. I gotta hit up the game, Carter.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm far away from the camera. I will be over there in a second.
And Lego Wars is saying we could add on Docu 94. We just
don't have enough room.
We don't have enough room. Lego. We would love to do Docu 94. Get the Millennium Falcon in there. But we are going to try to keep, and we're going to try to keep to the Brickworld standard, which is 4 feet by 8 feet. So we don't want to get much bigger than that, because if we ever had to transport this thing anywhere, it would be a nightmare. But Docking Bay 94 was that and the Owen Lars Homestead were two things we cut out that were really...
And another thing that I really was pushing for was the sailing skiff and the...
Oh, yes, the actual Sarlacc
bit.
cave.
Yeah, I was pushing for that. Was what was going to go there originally, but we saw the Mandalorian episode, like, yeah, we can't.
Yeah, it's got to have the giant Krayt Dragon.
We can't have it all original trilogy.
And we won't get into the debate if the Krayt Dragon ate the Sarlacc, and it's the same Sarlacc that was in the ground, and then he went vertical. We won't get into that, but, yeah.
Sorry,
and
guys,
Gavin says he saw nothing. Excellent, Gavin. Just pretend you didn't see it, but you can rewind and watch it later, and you'll actually get a peek of it. But... yeah, we're actually going to do a really long speed build of that.
I'm not exactly sure. We have some background noise. I apologize for that.
Oh, it's our dog. It's LoBricks' dog.
It's Barkerson.
Barkerson.
I apologize. I was looking for our bricks. That's why I wasn't building. I need filler bricks, which you'd be surprised how fast filler bricks go. And you actually have to buy. I remember for, what was it? It was Mega Dune. Mega Dune. That's what we had. We had to buy these filler brick because we ran out of bricks. I do remember that, but that's what I was looking for, the filler bricks.
Ah, yes, the good old filler bricks, the non-tan colored leftover bricks from when Assistant was a youngster and used to chew on them. We picked the bricks that he chewed on when he was a kid first. They make good filler bricks.
We definitely have a lot of filler bricks, at least pile-wise.
So we do have a question out for the chat room. I see we have about the same amount of viewers as we normally do. Is this time better for you guys? Like, I know we finally got Quick Brick in here for a brief appearance. Does this time work?
It's the same amount of people, but it's not the same people. I don't know if you saw that. It's just not.
Yep.
It's not the same.
So let us know if this time works for you guys. If there's a time you better have. We're using the old YouTube analytics, and it shows that the majority of our viewers are on between 12 and 6. So having our live streams at night, I don't think that was working for folks.
No, that was definitely a poor decision on our part. This dune is going to be a little rougher because we do not have any 1x1s. So I guess, especially right around here, we're going to have to... We'll be back in a second. I apologize. All right, we're back. I apologize for that. We had a little bit of a interrupter. But anyway, we have the dune right over here. And what I'm doing, what I was saying is, we don't have any 1x1 tiles, because you can see over here, this is very dune shape, kind of unnaturally dune shaped. So I'm gonna make this one a little more rough, and if I feel like it in the future, especially over here, as you can see, a little rough there, a little Lego-y, kind of got that Minecraft feel to it, if you know what I'm saying. But if I feel like it in the future, I can go back, put some 1x1, some tiles in there, maybe in a live stream, we'll see, and call it a day, because I'm not exactly sure how well this looks compared to the rougher look. So I'm just taking a different approach. So anyway, that's that.
So it's looking like by the chat so far that the time works. Nico's in Europe. Welcome from overseas, Nico. We of course are in Michigan, in the United States. Gavin, you're on furlough until May. Oh, hope you're okay.
He's in what until May?
Furlough, that means
furlough.
It's not working, but hopefully still getting paid.
I thought you were in a region of the world.
I don't think there's a furlough region of the world, no.
Maybe. I know there was a guy I was talking to on Instagram. I don't remember his name. I don't remember what it was. But he was from Croatia. So if you're from Croatia and I was talking to you on Instagram, shout out to you.
I have noticed in our YouTube's analytics we're getting people from all over the world and
all over the place.
Christians in Canada. Mason, I can't remember where you're from. I remember you were for somewhere somewhat unique.
He was like, yeah, I'm from Texas.
He's from Texas.
Well, it's unique to us Americans.
That's right.
We kind of have, as all Americans do have, we kind of have a bias. We kind of assume that when you're talking to someone that you as well live in well, I guess everyone has. It's loyalty bias. You're not really used to how big the internet is and how big the world is. You're like, oh, geez, that person's overseas.
It's a big world. It is not as big as Tatooine, as I understand it. I guess Tatooine's a little bigger. And I have a bias. I prefer Tatooine.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I prefer Star Wars to Marvel. There's a bias.
Yeah, I remember I used to talk to people online. It's like, oh, geez, you're in Croatia and such.
Oh, Mason's in Palmdale, California.
Nice. It's a beautiful place. Unless it's on fire. Which is then it's not so beautiful. But anyway, we have to start using filler bricks.
Lego, thanks for the shout out. Are you running out of LoBricks Assistant? Do I need to go Lego shopping for you?
No, we're not running out of LoBricks, but I'm getting to the point where I have to push these guys down what is this right here? We have to push these guys down, and they're the larger tiles, and they don't stick very well to our knockoff base plates. I'm trying to cover up our knockoff base plates as much as possible, because if the people at Brickworld see us, they'll make fun of us. They'll call us names, and those aren't real Legos. I know. Now we'll start taunting us and such. So I'm trying to cover them up.
You bring up a good point, Nico. There are definitely more people on Earth than Tatooine. But here's a question for you, Nico. Are there more? What about Jawas and Tusken Raiders?
Yeah, what's the population?
Are they people? I don't know.
The population of non-human people. Except, I don't know, can you outdo 8 billion?
That's tough. Like Coruscant, clearly, lots of people.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely some planets in Star Wars that have probably into the trillions of people, maybe even hundreds of trillions. Because just when your entire planet's surface is filled with just city, I don't know how that works logistically, but I'm sure it's not great. When your entire planet is filled with just city, you're going to have some high density areas. There's probably regions that are the size of Rhode Island that have 4 billion people in Coruscant. It's like, geez. That place has got some high dense population.
So Gavin lives in the UK. So
United Kingdom.
United
Which
Kingdom.
country?
You and your cousin watch our videos. So you're in a little video called Oswald Whistle. Oswald Whistle?
He's from
40 minutes from Manchester. Oh, so you're probably a Manchester United fan then, eh? Then Nico, where
England.
Now Nico, you said you're
Where's
in
the
Europe.
thing?
What part of Europe are you in?
I have friends from South Wales.
Gavin says we're famous in a place we've never heard of.
Hey.
I have never been to the United Kingdom. I've been to India, been to Germany, been to Taiwan and China.
I have a couple
Never been to
friends.
the UK. I need to get there.
I have a couple friends that live in the United Kingdom. They say it rains quite a bit. I don't know if that's true. It's rainy. That's all they ever say.
Yeah, I heard it's very rainy in the United Kingdom. I watched Downton Abbey. Is it anything like that? I heard, or it's Oh, Nico's in Germany, Deutschland.
Are you in Berlin?
So we got Christian in
Hamburg,
Canada.
Cologne.
We got Nico near Frankfurt in Germany. Gavin's in
Frankfurt.
Oswald Whistle in the UK, and we're in the United States. We're kind of bringing all of the countries together. See,
Yes,
we are the United Nations of LoBricks United Nations.
Yep. We're in the Detroit region of Michigan, so we're 90% of the population lives in Michigan.
Yep.
And that urban sprawl, if you will. So yeah, we're right around there.
And Gavin, I got to be completely honest with you. I love how you guys refer to things. Like, I loved your last sentence. You said, been pouring down all week, proper storms. I love that.
A proper storm?
It's a proper storm, as opposed to just kind of a, kind of a mediocre storm. It's a right proper storm.
That's good. Yeah, I do feel bad for you guys, those over there in the United Kingdom. It's quite rainy, especially if you're in the northern parts of the United Kingdom, up by Scotland up there. And even in places like Wales, I heard it's really rainy all the time. So that's great.
So Gavin say nothing like Downton Abbey, live in the north, very divided. London hate the north. Yes, I've heard that. I have a friend that lives in London and very divided.
I don't understand that. Like, I do understand it, but like you think that people would be friends. Except I guess the same could be said about the United States. Except the United States is very spread out. Like,
very spread out.
I guess our biggest rival here in Michigan is Ohio.
And as you guys can see from the news lately, we just get along swimmingly over here in the United States. We all love each other.
At least in Michigan, we don't, cities-wise, we don't really have that many.
Yeah, we have one city. which is Detroit.
Well, I guess like Flint and Lansing.
Probably internationally they hear about Detroit and Flint because of the water. I think some people from Nigeria who have no water actually sent Flint water.
Good for them.
Because they said the water was filled with lead. And what they didn't understand is we have the largest freshwater sources around us with the Great Lakes. But you know, it was really nice of them.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, Ohio, just for those of you who don't live in the United States, Ohio has a couple big cities with Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Dayton. A lot of them, actually. There's a lot in Ohio. So they're our biggest rivals. But we're not really divided. I guess just with sports, as I'm sure it's the same in the United Kingdom.
All right, Carter, you brought up something here I've been wondering for a long time, is how does Corsican have enough power to sustain itself? And I'm thinking it's kind of like Krypton, where they're probably sucking off the core of the planet or a nearby star. But that is a great point.
In uncanon lore, this is uncanon, but in uncanon lore, it is a solar ring around a nearby star. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Except that is completely uncanon, and that actually came from the real world.
So, Christian, since you were the one to address that you're proud to be part of the LoBricks United Nations, I think you should get together with Gavin and Nico and Mason and Lego Wars and start up a United Nations.
That sounds expensive.
Like a global community. I don't know how we pull that off, but speaking of Lego Wars, he says when you build Jabba's palace, you can add C-3PO and R2-D2 out front, banging on the door.
We will.
You can have Jabba's palace without that. Totally agree.
We will definitely have that.
Yep.
The door won't be as large as it is in the scene. I'm
Bartik's from Russia. We have a brand new guy from Russia, and we are truly now the United Nations. Do we have all the continents?
We need Asia and
Wait, we got Asia, we got Europe, we got North America.
Do we have Asia?
If Diego Bombadillo is here, we'd have South America. No, I don't. I think the only continent we're missing is Africa right now in our chat room.
Africa.
Yep.
Do we have any Middle Eastern representation?
No, but Bartik's, he doesn't speak English, but he's from Russia. I don't know how to say, is it Das Vidanya? Is that Das Vidanya, Bartik's? Hopefully that wasn't offensive.
Probably horrible.
Maybe that's goodbye.
We do not speak Russian.
I know this word in Russia. Da. I think that means yes.
Da.
So Gavin is saying Detroit is famous. Ohio is well known. So Gavin, just to give you a little perspective on, oh yeah, Mason, I forgot about Australia. But Gavin, to give you a little perspective of how people that live in Michigan think of Ohio, you have to realize to get anywhere else in the United States, if you live in Michigan, you have to drive through Ohio. So people in Michigan call Ohio the Great Wasteland between where we are and where we need to be.
So basically, like driving through Ohio is like driving from the top of the United Kingdom to the bottom. And if you wanted to get to, let's say, Florida, you'd have to drive through Ohio, which is a long drive.
If in the entirety of the United Kingdom was just a flat wasteland full of wheat, that's Ohio. So it is boring, it is long.
And cities with construction.
And it's always under construction.
At all times.
Ohio is constantly under construction. So people in Michigan don't like driving through Ohio. And I got to be honest, people from Ohio do not like Michigan people driving through their state.
No, they do not. You get pulled over and you get a ticket for $1 billion. Yeah.
So all this political unrest you hear, we've got our own problems locally. Michigan and Ohio are constantly doing battle.
And I don't know, I know Detroit gets a bad rap for its outskirts, but I can personally tell you that Detroit is very nice. It's a very nice city. There's a lot of things to do there.
So Mason, talk about Luke falling into the Rancor pit. Yeah, we don't have enough room for the Rancor pit. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Wait, I take that back. I always get that confused. Gotta have Luke in the Rancor pit because the Rancor, which you're gonna see our next Wednesday video, is one of the last molded characters. They did a Rancor and they didn't do a Bantha, but yeah, gotta have Luke in the Rancor pit.
Which is so weird. Why have they done a Rancor but not a Bantha?
Yep. So now we got somebody else from Germany, one of your countrymen, Nico, Hassenbauer. Hopefully I'm probably butchering that. Hessenbauer? He's from Germany.
I want to know this though. Why would they make a Rancor, which is a one-time use thing, make a couple molds for it, but not make a mold for a Bantha?
I know.
What is wrong with them?
Lego Wars calls the Gamorrean guards the green pig. Yeah, you gotta have the Rancor eating that little guy. That was every time when I was young and I went to see Return of the Jedi, and when the Rancor bit down on the Gamorrean guard, I tried to time it so I could eat my popcorn at the same time. So I'm like crunch right when he's crunching on the Gamorrean guard.
That's kind of weird.
Yep. Yep, we're missing Australia. Oh, we're missing Antarctica. You're right, Lego Wars. Who could forget?
I don't think there's...
Nico, what the heck is Oceania?
Oceanica. That's Australia, Papua New Guinea.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we got to... I don't know if we have anybody from Australia.
A lot of people just say that...
Do they like Legos in Australia? I'm not sure.
Well, the time zone's not really ideal.
You'd think they love the Lord of the Rings sets. But they don't
like
really have those anymore.
Super late in Australia and Asia right now, so... That's why we don't see any really either really early in the morning, like probably.
So Nico, when you're speaking to Hessenbauer, I know you say Hesse. So all I know of the word Hesse is back in the Revolutionary War, we had some Hessians here, some Hessian soldiers, and I think they were from Germany. So I'm assuming Hesse is similar to Hessians, but I don't want to offend, so. Yeah, and you're right, Nico. There's way too many pits on Tatooine. There's every time you can't walk 10 feet without falling into some sort of pit that's full of bad stuff.
Well, it is a massive desert, so I don't know why you'd ever want to live on Tatooine, because it sounds awful, because it's sand. Not like the good sand, not like the beach water sand, like the type of sand that just goes on forever and ever and ever for a billion years. That type of sand. But anyway, we're getting done with our with this part of the dune.
Now, Lego Wars just said he likes hobbits, so there's a couple of hobbits for you.
There's Frodo and the
Pippin.
Sam.
Is that Sam?
I think
Not
so.
sure. Can we
Frodo,
see him? How's that
yes.
looking?
I think you can see them.
We're hobbits.
Wait, no, you can't see them.
Oh.
You know what we can do? Wait, no, wait. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. There's the hobbits.
There's the hobbits.
Samwise and Frodo.
We do have some minifigures. Those are mine, by the way.
I would love if the hobbits fell into either the Sarlacc pit or got crunched by a Rancor. That would be cool.
So we just finished up with our dune, and we will go. I will go to get the what are they? The banthas? No, not banthas. What are they? The green things. Dubats.
So Hesse is a region in Germany.
Yes.
Hey, Zanderland! Welcome!
Sup, Zanderland. I watched your latest video. Very cool.
Yep. There's another channel you guys should check out, Zanderland. We love your channel, man. Welcome.
I like
you
the
can only
updates.
stay for 10 or 15 minutes, but I appreciate we coming in. All is well on Tatooine, Zanderland. We were just talking about how we could probably work on it for another year, but Zanderland, we are upset they closed down Brick World.
What the heck, man?
I know.
Closing down Brick World?
I was really hoping that we could get together in Chicago. You guys could see the MOC in person and meet some of the fans, but we're going to have to wait a year. They closed down Brick World.
And actually, if we want to take a look at the overhead right now, I wanted to show you guys something.
Okay, I'm going to switch to our overhead cam. Overhead cam.
So
now we're giving away the cave again.
Yeah.
You guys are seeing future
but anyway,
episodes.
this is done, and we are going to do the path next over here, and then I'm going to put the banthas or dubaks back up. So that's that.
And ignore that cave in the upper right-hand corner.
Ignore the cave.
Gavin caught us. He caught us red-handed. You're seeing future stuff there.
Well, if you go to live streams, you might
Yeah,
get
that's true. You're going to see future stuff with the live stream. And there's that Dowager Queen again. That thing that falls apart if you look at it the wrong way.
Which we will eventually fix the hill that thing has. I know we've been saying that since at least the dawn of existence.
Yes.
But
yeah, the hill at the base of the Dowager Queen was really quite crappy. And you know why it's crappy? Because Leaky built it, not Assistant.
Well, that was one of our very first things. So you got to give yourself some credit. I mean,
That's true.
Compare the. I know you guys can't see it. Oh, you can see. Compare the dragon over there to the.
Assistant, don't you be breaking my Razor Crest. I see you messing with it.
I'm just putting it. I'm putting the antenna back on the tower.
I don't want it to wind up.
Look at the
to explode.
look at the dragon compared to the mound over here. I know it's probably very hard to see, but it's clear difference.
We're getting better at our dune building. Much better. Okay, back to main camera.
Yes, but anyway, we are going to put the brigade of sand people, and this is ridiculous. I hate Legos for one reason: the expense. Each of these dewbacks with the guy on top is like $40, and each of these guys is $9. That is ridiculous. Plastic figures, like, it makes me so mad sometimes. I swear, like, it's frustrating. It's definitely frustrating.
So Gavin says Brickworld 22 is where the United Nations of LoBricks should come visit. I agree. I agree, Gavin. Except, could we get you guys from Germany and UK over to Chicago?
Oh, that might be difficult.
For me, it's only a 5-hour drive. Chicago's only 5 hours from here. But for you guys, man, that'd be a serious commitment.
Yeah.
We'd have to have some some special care packages waiting for you guys, like, I don't know, like a bantha or maybe some rancor meat.
Would that make up for the several $1,000s that would cost?
Yes, that would be.
Ooh.
Oh, Xanderland, it wouldn't be you if you didn't bring up the Tron video. We will check that out tomorrow, my friend.
I watched it. I watched your Tron video, dude. Very cool.
Yep.
You've convinced me on your Tron. I think I might have to get one now. We'll see. Maybe.
Oh, Lego Wars wants to see the Razor Crest. Can we pan over without jeopardizing everything?
Give me 10 seconds. I'm almost done putting our brigade in.
Okay, we will try to get.
All right, there you go. You can pan over now.
Okay, we're gonna try to. And Xanderland saying the mock looks freaking awesome. Appreciate that.
Love it.
Okay, we're gonna try this. Okay, we're doing this on the fly here. We could really break things, but we're gonna go to overhead camera. And we're gonna try to pan over and see the Razor Crest without disclosing future.
Oh, pan over. We just need a tiny bit over. All right, you guys ready? Dun, 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 dun.
There he is. There's the Razor Crest, upper right, upper left-hand corner.
So there's docking bay 35, I think.
Actually, that's probably a pretty good overview.
Yeah, docking bay 35 with the Razor Crest inside. If you want to check out that video, it's on our channel. It's one of the earlier ones. So camera quality and audio quality
and leaky quality. Leaky quality was really bad. You had to stare at my face much too often.
Yeah, it was. But here we are now. Let's adjust again. There
See you, Carter. May the force be with you, my friend.
Yes, but I'm slowly right now. I'm slowly adjusting these sand people to a place where I like them. I'm very particular. I feel like this guy should be more back here. I know you're not supposed to stand behind they're like horses, right? You're not supposed to stand behind them, because if you stand behind them, you'll get kicked in the head or something. Maybe that's not a thing with the dewbacks, but.
So right now, Xanderland, we have the Slave One flying over Tatooine. He's just above the Crate Dragon area, which is a little strange because while it's flying overhead, Boba Fett is standing out in the Dune Sea next to the Banthas. So, yeah, it is a huge mock, Christian. It is 4 feet by 8 feet.
It's very large.
So I'm glad, you know what, we should have done the overhead cam a long time ago. I forget, probably a lot of you guys haven't watched the earlier videos, and we don't often show the whole mock at once, so we're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
And the Sand Troopers are looking for droids, Xanderland. We also have Sand Troopers in Mos Eisley. So this came up a while ago. I can't remember who brought it up, but we have little scenes going on all over the place, so we literally have probably 6 pairs of R2-D2 and C-3PO walking around. And in one place in Mos Eisley, we have the Sand Troopers and the Imperial Spy, the long-nosed anteater guy, literally staring at R2-D2 and C-3PO while they're searching for R2-D2 and C-3PO down the hallway. And a lot of people were confused. But we definitely have different scenes going on. But yeah, those Sand Troopers are out looking for the droids.
This is how I want it. This is what I was talking about in the intro. I do want a little bit of a divide. So now it slowly fades into the Dune Sea, and these Sand Troopers are on their way to find C-3PO, who's right there. If you can see that, but yeah, that's where these guys are off to. That's what they're trying to find with the crash site right here, which we actually did was it last week? Or was it? It was a few weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So
Yep.
that is, I really like this. I think I did a good job. You guys.
You
think
did
so?
do a good job. Assistant did.
So yeah, there's the crash site. I know it's not
And
stuck up to the
We
wall,
are
but-
taking some liberties because kind of we think sometimes the movie stuff doesn't. It's too hard or too boring to represent in the mock. So we wanted to have like the escape pod just coming in like on a hot crash.
Well, we'd have to have the mound that it was on really big for it to be standing up. So it's more of a crash. And realistically, if that thing was to hit the ground, it would just explode. Like, I don't know if you guys seen any of the rocket videos, but there's this famous one of a Russian rocket where they just hit the ground and it's just. So C-3PO and R2-D2 in the real world would be more than likely mincemeat or robot parts.
I don't think they could stand the G-forces.
Yeah, that'd be a little difficult.
Yep.
If you want to move to overhead camera,
All right.
I
Go back to
know-
overhead cam.
I know I'm. But R2-D2, just to give you guys a reference, you can't really see him. C-3PO. C-3PO is right here, so that's where C-3PO is, and then over here's the crash site. So what we were going for was right over here is where the Mega Dune is, and in the movie he's like, "I'm saved, I'm saved." C-3PO saying, "I'm
sandcrawler.
saved." The sandcrawler. He's like, and he's looking over here. So C-3PO's looking a little goofy, like he's looking over. So I'm actually going to, now that the sand people have kind of emerged here, I'm going to move C-3PO just a couple studs, and there's a lot of equipment here. I don't want to jeopardize anything. So I'm just going to move. I hope you guys can't see me. That'd be horrible. I'm just going to move this right here.
Oh, that's much better. 1,000 times better.
Okay. You know what? I don't want to hear it.
No, but once you see a close-up of it, it's kind of hard to see it from the satellite view.
Yeah.
And you guys will see what we were talking about, how we have different scenes. You'll notice due north of the escape pod, R2-D2 is going down the cavern and about to get zapped by the Jawas. We call that the Junlin Way section. And then you also see the Jawas here carrying R2-D2 back to the hut. So see, these are two different points in time. We don't want anyone to get confused, but a few viewers got confused. They're like, wait, how is R2-D2 rolling but he already got shot and he's being taken back? Because they're different scenes. I'm kind of being a jerk there, but somebody actually got confused by that. So just want to make sure we're clear.
But anyway, C-3PO is going to be walking up because he's kind of looking over Dune. I think that's the perfect spot. Can he see it? Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Can he still see the sandcrawler?
I figured out what this was.
Oh, they can't see you.
We were missing a tail.
Oh, that's right. One
to
of the
the
banthas.
Dewbacks, to the bantha.
Yep.
And I put it. I thought this was a part of the sandcrawler, so I put it on the sandcrawler, which is just out of scene right there. And it's actually a tail to a dewback or a bantha. So we'll put that back on.
All right. Should I go back to regular
Yes, go
cam?
back. I'm going to show you what we're going to be up to next.
Okay, we're back to regular cam here.
So, up next on regular cam is, well, I guess just up next in general in the live stream is we're actually going to be moving a little bit. I guess what would it be? What direction wise? Towards Mos Eisley, and I want to make a little bit of, I guess, amends to this area right here where the cantina meets ground. It's not great. It needs a path. It's needed a path for a long time. So let's work on that right now.
Okay, well, you're doing that. We've been away from the chat room here for a little bit, so let's catch up. Gavin Green, sand dunes look good. Looks better to have different varieties of them. Some that are rougher and bigger and flat. Because sand is always different. That's totally agree, Gavin. That's what we're going for. And honestly, that helps us explain away kind of some of our crappier earlier dunes because we weren't really great at building them. So I like that. Welcome, Nico. Welcome back, my friend. Mason, is R2 in the sandcrawler? So, the scene we have, you can't really see it right now, it's just off camera. We have R2-D2 and C-3PO also out in front of the sandcrawler. But we did put an Easter egg. If you go back and look, there is a droid inside the sandcrawler, and you can see him, and it's actually very relevant because this droid is going to make a full-time appearance on the MOC very soon. And I'll give you a hint, it's not R2-D2, and it's not R5-D4. And this droid, as far as the shows and movies are concerned, has never been inside of a sandcrawler. But there's a little Easter egg in there. If you go back and watch the early sandcrawler building, we stuck a droid in there, and we'll see if you guys can find out who it is. And then Gavin is saying, oh yeah, Assistant knows who it is because you put him there. So Gavin is saying, without giving too much away from your design, could you upload a pic of the Skyhopper Tower on Instagram to look at it proper? We will absolutely do that. We have a picture of the Skyhopper base before Assistant took a hammer to it.
You're talking about the tower itself.
Oh, are you talking, Gavin, the old Skyhopper base or the new tower?
I don't actually have the pieces to build this path right now. It's making me kind of...
Well, I will put them both out on Instagram. I'll put the old Skyhopper base that Assistant took a hammer to and destroyed it. And I'm glad to see somebody else remembered the Skyhopper base, because that was one of my very first mock creations, and it kind of sucked. Assistant really did not like it.
I was not a fan. No.
Yep. And so Xanderland wants to know which sandcrawler we have. It's the UCS or the 2018 one. I think it's the 2018 one. It's set number 75220. Yep. And it is the very first video we did. We put this. So if you go back to episode 1 of LoBricks over a year ago,
oh jeez.
And they were pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. The video quality was bad.
Yeah, we did not.
Xanderland also likes Skyhopper.
Anyway.
Oh, Gavin is talking about the replacement tower. We will take a close-up of that, Gavin, and stick that on Instagram.
I'm not going to work on the path
just for you and everyone over in Oswald Whistle. So you can...
Whistleton.
So we will put a picture of that on Instagram. I love the name of your town, by the way, Gavin. That's a sweet town. Okay, SM Studs. Welcome, SM Studs. Somebody new to the chat room. Are you going to try and make a hangar bay like the one from episode 4 with the Falcon? So we kind of covered that already here, SM Studs, but we do have a hangar bay, but it's docking bay 35 where the Razor Crest landed in Mandalorian. We just don't have enough room for 94. I know Lego Wars had asked about that earlier, and several people had said, can you put docking bay 94? We just don't have enough room. We had to cut out that. We had to cut out the the Lars Homestead. And what was the other thing, Assistant, that you wanted we had to cut out?
The skiff.
Oh, yes, the Sarlacc pit with the skiff. Yep, just didn't have enough room.
Really
so
wanted to do that one.
We did go heavy Mandalorian on this mock. I'm not going to lie to you. We have the Crate Dragon Mountain with our giant Crate Dragon. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Assistant.
I apologize, interrupted. I just wanted to, I didn't want to have something forgotten here. If you go back and look on our channel, to the really early days, I guess it wasn't that long ago, but you will find something called the Mandalorian Reviews, and that was of the actual TV show. You should check those out.
Yes, go back and watch those. I did minifigures reviewing the Mandalorian episodes.
I don't know how good it was.
Yeah, I don't know. They weren't bad. Yeah, go back and watch those old videos, guys. Check out the history of LoBricks. Yeah, and I'm with you, Xanderland. I love the Razor Crest. As soon as I saw that and they had the set, I'm like, I gotta put that on the mock. And I had to have the Cantina. The Cantina took up a lot of room, and Assistant and my family bought the Master Builder Series Cantina for Christmas, and love it.
It was a Christmas gift.
Yep. And SM Studs, you are right. It would be cool to have a line of hangars, but our mock is already 4x8, which is pushing the boundaries of mock. But if we were to extend the mock and make it bigger, the very first thing we would do would be to add docking bay 94.
If we were to extend on the Mos Eisley side.
So Lego Wars brought up something that is very interesting, and it's something we've been talking about doing, is have the idea of the Millennium Falcon escaping the fighters from TIE fighters from Mos Eisley. Well, I don't know about that, but we might have the Millennium Falcon hanging over Mos Eisley like we have the Slave One right now. Right now the Slave One hangs over, and I kind of made a really bonehead mistake. I went out and bought the new shuttle, and Assistant pointed out, because there's a scene in New Hope, it's actually where the dewback and the troopers are right now, is right above them. There's what I thought was an Imperial shuttle. So I was going to hang the shuttle overhead right here. Right here. It is not an Imperial shuttle. It's an Imperial landing craft. And then I found out there's actually a set for the Imperial landing craft that comes with stormtroopers, but it's like $130 now, and it doesn't look that great. So
that's not happening.
that's not happening. So instead of an Imperial landing craft, I think it would be good to do what Lego Wars suggested and maybe have a Millennium Falcon flying over the MOC. And we were also thinking about maybe TIE fighters or X-Wing fighters, but I got to find somewhere where there's actually TIE fighters over Tatooine. That's why I'm hoping, and I think it was it Gavin? Somebody earlier said, wait till next year when the new 2021 comes out. So bottom line is we still got some work to do on Tatooine here.
A little bit.
Yep.
A little bit. We don't really have the pieces that I like, but I'm using cheese slopes instead because we've got a whole bag of them. So.
You know, Gavin, I love the Solo movie. A lot of people didn't like that, and I've even have Star Wars friends that hate the Solo movie. I actually like that. Don't have any sets from it, though.
I really like the Solo. Yeah, we were out. We just, at least me and Leaky, we just got into the Lego scene. So anything past 2020, we do not have.
Yes, we don't have the older stuff. SM Studs just brought up one of our funny old Easter eggs. It's how we have Qui-Gon, Padme, and Jar Jar walking past Luke's speeder, and that's something else we probably could Instagram out. But yeah, those guys are actually walking down the street of Mos Espa. They're not at all in Mos Eisley. And if you look really close, SM Studs, we got we have oh shoot, what's his name? The Doug, the guy that walks on his hands. Why can't I remember his name? The other pod racer guy. Sebulba. We have him in there too.
I have a question for the chat. If they can answer this question, I'm giving you massive props because I know no one in this chat room knows the answer. In an earlier video on the Lego channel, before the mountain that Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut is on, which is right off scene over here, looking over Mos Eisley, I put a minifigure inside the mountain and called it the Pit of Despair. If someone could tell me what that minifigure is, massive props.
That means you are a true LoBricks fan.
That is an old video. And
because
I think we got like 100 views or something.
And I don't know if you guys knew this, but under our mountains and under the sand crawler, wherever we have mountains, we put old minifigures in there. We bury them in there. Particularly minifigures that we disliked. So hopefully we didn't creep you out. Like we've heard stories like under the Brooklyn Bridge, there's like guys that accidentally got buried in cement.
That's true.
There are truly minifigures buried alive within this MOC. So someday we will tell you all of them. So we got a couple new people in here. Busy Games and Commander Cody. Welcome, my friends. Commander Cody, it's good to see you again. So Busy, where do you get the tan colored domes from? Can't find any for my Tatooine display. Amazing scene, by the way. Thanks, Biggie. So Busy, I'm sorry, I called you Biggie, like Biggie Smalls. You're actually Busy Games. So we get all of our parts from Bricklink. But to be honest, the best way to get a dome right now would be to buy Ben's Hut set. I think they're on clearance, and that comes with a dome. Still a little overpriced, but I think they're going for really cheap now. But go to Bricklink. That's the place.
Bricklink yet?
We'll see you, Lego Wars. Thanks for coming, man. And Christian Campbell asked, do we prefer the original Star Wars movies or the newest Star Wars movies? Well, Christian, I'm 51, so I'm definitely a fan of the original trilogy myself. And I know we're coming up on 1 hour here. I think we're going to go about 5 minutes over today, guys, so we're going to stay on for another 5 minutes. But really appreciate you guys all coming out today and supporting the channel and seeing this.
Yeah, but to further answer that question.
Oh wait, excuse me, assistant. Xanderland chimed in. He says he would have Sweet Mayhem and Tron figures if this was his MOC in there.
Oh,
and
yes.
Xanderland, you wouldn't be you if you didn't have a Tron figure in there.
It wouldn't be.
That would be extremely important. We'll have to think about that.
Is it truly Xanderland if he doesn't have a Tron figure?
Yes.
That's the question.
That is the question.
The answer is no.
Yeah, prequels or sequels? Commander Cody asks. And oh man, Commander, gotta go prequels. Even though Attack of the Clones is so horrible, the acting in Attack of the Clones is some of the most awful stuff. But I like Revenge of the Sith. So definitely like the prequels. I'm with Xanderland on that one.
To answer that guy's question, where to get Legos from? If you go to Lego.com and then you scroll down to the bottom and you click replacement parts, and then you type in what country, and then you click buy bricks. You can type in a set number. So what I'd recommend if you're looking for these domes, you can type in the set number 75290, which is the Ultimate Collector's Santina set, and it comes with three of these, and you can directly order them from Lego.com, and you'll only pay like 50 cents for these. So that is a trick. That's how we get these boxes of mountains. These mountains actually came in an old Lone Ranger set. It was called Silver Mine Shootout. We go to Lego.com, scroll down, click replacement parts, click buy bricks, and then that's how we get all of our stuff for pretty cheap. So yeah, that's
wow, Assistant. That's some really good Lego info there. See, guys, this is educational as well. Tell you how to get your bricks.
So yeah, that's how at least we get bricks.
Yep. Oh, Busy. So there you go, Busy. That will help a ton for you. Busy wants to know when we usually stream. So we try to do it every Sunday, but we got to be honest, it's probably going to be every other Sunday. So Sunday, we're going to try to do this time. This time seems to work for everybody. So 1 o'clock on Sunday. Although Assistant is into something called drone racing, and he does that on Sunday morning. So we're going to have to work around that schedule. But I think the next thing we're going to do is another Ask Leaky, where you'll see my ugly mug on camera and ask me a bunch of questions. I think we're going to do that next weekend. Xanderland staying till the end. Appreciate that, Xanderland. Yeah, if there is no Tronness, if there's no Xanderland. Yes. So SM Studs wants to know, have we ever played Star Wars Battlefront?
I have.
2 on Tatooine.
I really do I play with my buddies online.
So the Junkyard Bazaar and Auction House, SM Studs, that is something else I was considering, but that one was a little more out there, so I think we'd really have to expand the MOC before we did that stuff.
Can we have a patron of Tatooine? Oh! I have an idea, guys. I have an idea. Leaky, you can keep going, but I'm gonna get something real quick. Because right here is the door. It's the back door to the bar. And we have multiple minifigures. And somewhere in here, yes, right here, we have Woo the bartender. We got 2 of these guys. So
he could be dumping some trash out the back of the bar.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Now we're going to actually have 2 Woohars on this MOC. Yeah.
Woohars. So he's going to be out back. And I know there's quite a bit. I'm off camera again. I apologize. But this is what we got going here. He's going to be out back emptying the trash outside.
Commander Cody has a question for us while you're setting up Whir. It says, are we going to add lighting to the MOC?
Lighting? No.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to add lighting. We'll have to see when we eventually go to Brick World. But really, Tatooine, I don't know if there's any pictures of Tatooine at night.
No, there's.
I don't think there is. Maybe in Jabba's palace, in the upper dome, we could have a light in there. The Jawa Market Junk Shop, and I know SM Studs had asked this earlier. We technically, as part of you can just see it in the top of the camera there. There is kind of a little Jawa Market that was added in the UCS Cantina. It's on the MOC now, so I'll have to go back and look at Battlefront and see. Maybe we could somehow get the Jawa Market or the Junkyard Bazaar represented. But so guys, we are coming up on 105. I could keep going for a little longer, Assistant.
Yeah.
So we'll go for a little longer until we see the concurrent views stop dropping. We haven't done a live stream in a while, so we'll stay on here for a bit.
So I apologize if you guys can't see. I just adjusted the camera. We actually have a Woohar out here dumping some trash. Look at him go. He is tired of the trash can.
I like that.
So
There's probably no way we can get a close up of that. We'll take an Instagram picture of Word dumping out his trash.
Yes.
I love that. That's fantastic.
So we will.
So Commander Cody says in Battlefront 2 there's a map during night and there's a lot of buildings lit up. I'll have to check that out.
I've played it with my buddies. Yep. It's really nice.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Lighting, man, that'd be tough. I guess we could light up the tower, the cantina, have a daytime and a nighttime. Tatooine. The Sandcrawler lit up would be pretty sweet.
A little light on top. I don't know how we do that. Wiring wise?
Yeah, that would little LED lights. I know they have for the Millennium Falcon, they have a whole lighting kit, so you can light up the Millennium Falcon. But
yeah, that's something like if you're looking to do lights, that's something like you should. We didn't really think about it at the beginning because we were Lego noobs. So
you know what you should do?
maybe Hoth.
Assistant is Hoth. We'd have to light up Hoth. When we do the Hoth mock, that would be sweet.
Would you guys like a close up of what I've been building? I know you probably couldn't see it. I'm gonna try to do this live. And there is Woo Her right there. The shadow of the camera is completely blocking him. Can we get a better video? There we go. There's Woo Her dumping out the trash behind the Canzina. And I guess for playability wise, you could actually have that door open. Except in the movies, they open sideways. The Lego designers really.
Now, nobody give us any crap because Wur is actually inside the bar and outside the bar at the same time. Because remember, we break the space-time continuum.
Yes, we do. And I apologize. I can't really see what the camera sees until 30 seconds after. So that could be horrible.
Now, Gavin, you're saying
that's
that
not horrible.
Qui-Gon was talking to Shmi at night. And I know I don't like the lights either in that scene. But I think that was Mos Espa. So even though we have Qui-Gon and Anakin and Jar Jar... And somebody addressed earlier that they thought Assistant, Gavin, I think it was you, who said Assistant doesn't like Jar Jar. I'm actually the one who does not like Jar Jar. I'm a Jar Jar hater, and Assistant calls me out on that. He's okay with Jar Jar.
It's not horrible.
He's not terrible.
I'm over by the Razor Crest right now, and I just completely knocked everything over.
Oh, that's okay.
Came over here to adjust some things, and...
So, Xanderland, we do have a Qui-Gon cameo. Should I go back to the overhead?
I am in camera right now. Do not go to the overhead.
Oh, okay. We'll not go to overhead.
You do not want to see me. Come on, man. LoBricks Assistant face reveal?
That is correct, Christian. We do not follow the laws of physics in our mocks. We break both space and time.
Well, neither does the universe of Star Wars follow the laws of physics, so...
Yes, that's true.
It's only fair game, man.
So,
Okay.
there is one last thing.
We can cut to...
It always bothers me. We got to do something right here.
Yeah, I'll
But we're not sure
add
what
a
yet.
little hill. We just...
Yep.
We can do that. So anyway...
So now we can shoot to overhead cam. Should we end
overhead.
the live stream on the overhead cam?
We'll add something in this little spot right here.
I appreciate that, Xanderland. We do everything awesome. Okay, so I think we're gonna finish the live stream by going to the overhead cam. We're really proud of our overhead cam. This is our
my idea.
this was Assistant's idea.
My idea.
Yeah, Xander, I couldn't agree more. Jar Jar does make the movie worse. And if you guys notice, Jar Jar kind of became he became the cause of all things evil. He was the one that voted the Army of the Republic. So just saying. So guys, here is the final overhead shot of the mock. You can see future stuff in the cave up there in the upper right. So we'll give the chat room one last chance to. Oh, Gavin says Chris Hansen still should be an Easter egg in your mock.
Chris Hansen, we can do that right now if you want.
Yeah, get Chris Hansen in there.
I don't know.
Gavin, for you, we're gonna do the tower on Instagram, and we're gonna have Chris Hansen in there.
What was the question? Where do you want Chris Hansen to be?
We're just gonna. Said it, I think that was from one of our early videos. You said that Chris Hansen was gonna be an Easter egg.
Yeah. Where do you want him to be?
So where should we put Chris Hansen, Gavin?
Question of the hour. I'm trying to find a hairpiece for him. You get to decide.
Yep, Gavin, because you brought that up, and that has long been Assistant's favorite guy. He loves
love
Chris Hansen. You get to decide where we should put him. He's got to be somewhere sneaky, though. It can't be like standing out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
that'd be a little weird.
I can't find a Chris Hansen hairpiece.
So guys, we will give the chat room a few more minutes. It looks like folks are dropping off because I know we're way over time here. Appreciate you guys all for coming. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. We had really good turnout today. I think we're going to keep trying to do it earlier in the day on Sunday, so really appreciate that. Gavin wants them in the cantina.
Okay.
We'll put them sitting at a booth. We got some new guys in the cantina, so we can't quite show you that
right
yet.
now.
Yeah, but so Gavin, we'll get him in there. We're missing his hair, and we actually got some new figures in the cantina that we're going to show you in a few weeks. So one last note, what we got coming up. So this week we are starting Jabba's Palace, the very first Jabba's Palace video. Then we're going to kind of do a flyover show. We got some new very cool minifigures we're putting on the board. That's coming in 2 weeks. We'll do an Ask Leaky next weekend. That'll be a live stream of just you guys staring at my ugly mug. And don't forget to watch Assistant's minifigure videos. He's very proud of those, and I think they're really cool. So chat room's dropping, so we will, I think we'll call an end to this right now. Thanks once again, guys, for coming. And we'll stay on for one more minute just to see if there's any last questions in the chat room.
Yes, we will. I'm actually looking for Chris Hansen here. I don't know where it is. It's completely lost. I had it over here. I lost it. How have I done this?
Thanks, Anderland. So I'm going to do a quick shout out to do a shout out to as many people as I can who showed up today. Thanks to Gavin, to Mason, to Christian, to Nico, to Lego Wars, Xanderland, of course. Always glad to see you, my friend. I'm missing folks here. We got SM Studs and Commander Cody, as always. Commander Cody. And I'm sure I'm missing some folks. So see you guys later. See you, Mason. And thanks again for watching LoBricks, and we will see you guys all soon.
Where can I put Chris Hansen?
Yeah, Chris Hansen's got to go somewhere. We'll get Chris Hansen in there, Gavin. Bye.